And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we continued through the Gusty Garden, or I would be saying, but I accidentally forgot to do something. I screwed up, basically. I accidentally forgot to hit the record button, so I'm having to redo the last 2 stars of Gusty Galaxy. I caught it at the very end of the last video. I mean, at the 2nd star, so that's why it's so grayed out, but I actually completed that entire mission. So yeah, we are redoing it. I'm a little bit sad, because it was actually a really awful, yet really exciting near miss at one point. There's one point where, like, the gravity mechanic just basically saved me, when it really shouldn't have, but there was, like, I was close enough to a part, even though I was just floating through the air randomly. There's a part where, yeah, I lucked out hardcore. Long story short. So, here, I actually messed up what you have to do for this star. You actually have to hit that gold coin, using the little flying flower thingy. So we're actually gonna go for the intended star rather than the non-intended star. But what you do is you basically have to destroy that gold chain chomp. One thing that makes me sad about this game is that it really doesn't seem to connect that much to other, the other 3D Marios compared to Galaxy 2. Where Galaxy 2 does bring back a lot of elements from 64 and even Sunshine to some extent. This game is relatively self-contained, which I think is actually a good way to go. But I actually would have gone the other way around, personally. I would put all the nostalgia into 2. I mean, put all the nostalgia stuff into 1. And then have 2 be the one that's actually more of the original story. So I do feel like Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 have some really bizarre design choices. In terms of them being split apart, for example. Again, I've heard a strong argument that, you know, if this game had come out a couple years later, and on other systems, this would have probably been a game with a ton of DLC. That, you know, instead of just having Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, you just have a level pack of some sorts. Which I'm not sure how to feel about that. Honestly, I think the games are both fantastic, just for different strengths. This game has the better overall package type feeling, I'd say, but on the whole, Galaxy 2 is still a very strong game. It's just, to me, it's a lot weaker in the story department, and that kind of detracts a lot, in my opinion. That's kind of weird actually saying that, you know, the lack of story is a negative in a Mario game, but yeah, that actually is how I feel about it. That if, you know, if Galaxy 2 had somehow come up with some way to, you know, obviously part of the reason people like Galaxy is because of Rosalina's backstory with the storybook that is in the library. But I kind of wish they could have recaptured that magic at some point. I'm not sure how, because like there's no other new characters. The only other new character in that game is generally pretty hated, so I don't know if having him a backstory for him would have actually made him likable, air quotes. So yeah, we're gonna, even though it says 47, we technically only have 46, because of the gold Chomp, which I failed to hit the record button for. So we're going back into the Gusty Garden Galaxy in order to try to actually get the golden Chomp. Now, another thing to note is Luigi's been gone for about 3 or 4 stars now. So that brings up the question of, where is he? Is he safe? Did he find another star yet? So maybe we should check on Luigi after this. I don't know if it's automated every time. So yes, you have to hit all 3 coins, and then hit that coin. That one's easy though. I was listening for a timer, that's why I stopped talking. There's no timer even. Hit this, and then don't run into him, but it doesn't really matter if you do or not. Basically, if you hit all of those, you actually get a rainbow star at this point, which allows you to basically destroy the golden Chomp. So that's how you're supposed to get this star. It's a pretty small galaxy, even though it's comprised of a lot of different moving parts. It's kind of interesting, actually. Oh, shoot. What is the challenge? I'm trying to remember what the comet challenge was for this. Because it might be really awful. If it's actually a time limit on the level I think it might be on. Oh boy. No, wait, it's actually... Which level? I think it is a time challenge. I just don't know which one's on. We might be finding out very shortly, potentially. Oh, it's a Daredevil comet. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of a different game. I'm thinking of Mario Galaxy 2, actually. Sounds like a weird thing to say. It's like, wait, what? But basically in that game, there's actually a time trial where you have to fight all the major bosses of this game. So, I was picturing fighting Major Burrows with a time limit, and that's because I was thinking of Galaxy 2. So they just throw you straight into the fight. There's no point even stopping on the planet before, because all that's there is some coins and stuff, like probably the little Luma that gives you stuff. Also, I was looking up the Cyclone, what was it, Cyclone something Galaxy? Zone Cyclone Galaxy, I think was the name of it. Which is basically that one section from the Beach Bowl Galaxy. Yeah, I don't remember what the challenge was there, but yeah, that is a returning galaxy, for sure. And I think it also has a new gimmick, too, so it is slightly different. So it's gonna be a while till I play Galaxy 2, I might as well point this out. The 3 stars from other games, or 3 levels from other games, actually 4 levels, they're actually a couple, yeah, see what I mean? If you just get into a bad position, this boss can actually take a long time. You just gotta make sure you end up on the right side of the tracks, so to speak. Yeah, there's actually 2 returning stars from this game, or levels from this game, I think. A planet from a galaxy we will be seeing next Dome, I think, is a returning Galaxy 2 as a special challenge. And the Stone Cyclone Galaxy, I think, is the thing from the Beach Bowl. I think that's the name of it. From 64, you have the Womp's Fortress returning. And in Galaxy 2, you have the Rico Harbor special stage as another returning level. So that's the one I was talking about. Was that on the failed take? That was on the failed take. But basically what happened was I almost died because I was standing on a slope. So that's the context for the failed recording. So basically in this level... Oh, hi. Bro, I got started but I can't get back. Huh, where is that place? It looks familiar, but then again... Okay, so we got another Luigi mission now. I think there are 3 more? 2 more. 3 more. Yeah, there are 2 more. Because there are like 4 in total, counting Boo Mansion or whatever, Ghostly Galaxy. So that's what always throws me off. It's like, does it count that or exclude that? Anyway, what was I saying? So that level, even though I like Sunshine a lot, I'm so used to Sunshine that I tend to play that level like a Sunshine level. Which is a really bad idea, because you will die if you play it like Sunshine level, because the physics on slopes work radically differently. You basically can stand on a slope at like a 45-degree angle and be fine in Mario Galaxy, in Sunshine, but in Galaxy you'll most likely slide off. I think there are actually 7 stars in this level, because I know there's actually a bonus level after you finish the game. So that's scary. Yeah, this might be one of the only ones with 7. Though they might all have 7 and I'm just forgetting. So, yeah, because certain types of prankster comments become unlocked after you finish the main story. So yeah, that's why I intend to get all of that I can in the main game before actually ending the game. I'm not gonna even call anything. Actually, I don't really ever call anything bonus episodes anymore, do I? I really don't. I just call it another episode of the series. I haven't really had to do bonus videos except for Kirby, and that one was kind of a pain in the butt because of trying to navigate around a DS emulator. One of these days, I kind of hope I can end up getting like a DS capture card. Maybe not 3DS, because most of the games I would want to Let's Play would be DS games. As backwards as it sounds. Why? Because I have a lot more DS games, I think. And they're a lot... They're not... how to describe it? They're basically... They'd be easier games to Let's Play. Because a lot of the, what was it? A lot of the 3DS games I know, they're like really long RPGs, like, Tales of the Abyss, which would not be fun to Let's Play on a 3DS. I'm still holding out for a PS4 port because they are putting up some PS2 games onto the PlayStation Network. And I'd also hope for Xenosaga to get some treatment, because I've actually never played Xenosaga. And let's see what else. But like in DS, I have a lot of short games that'd be fun to Let's Play. Things like Legendary Star Feast for Princess Peach. What else? I know I have a ton. Professor Layton, I've already talked extensively about that over the years. And by over the years, I mean over the last 2 years, because that's how long I've been doing this. So you actually need to... This is a little bit trippy, by the way, so keep that in mind. You have to lure this bullet bill to hit that cage under the platform, which is a lot easier said than done. Just because of this game's physics, when it comes to trying to navigate. Okay, I'm gonna try standing down here first, actually, to get it to work a little bit better. Now you have to also navigate these pylons, and then use free Luigi. Bah, thought I'd go crazy in there. Time to try to save you sooner next time, bro. Yeah, you want this Power Star, right? Only if you tell Rosalina I found this one. Which brings up the question if Luigi likes Rosalina, which is... interesting. Something to think about, food for thought. So that's our second green Power Star. Oh boy. I can't wait to get these green Power stars done, because once you get all 3, you actually get 3 bonus levels that are like some of the hardest in the game, like I've talked about before. And honestly, at this point, I'm feeling like I should just get them out of the way ASAP. Once I unlock them, I should just power through them. So what I'll probably end up doing, in case you're wondering about timing, is I will probably complete, because I know which one it is, I'll probably complete this dome. And then after that, because I think we get the green star in this particular world, if I'm not mistaken, then we will go on to do the 3 trial galaxies before moving on to the next actual, like, true set of levels. Meaning, you know what, I really feel like just playing these levels off till after completing everything. Yeah, maybe I will lump them in with the purple coins. Yeah, maybe I will, because I want to put these off. And yes, I just accidentally said what they are. Basically, there are 100 coin challenges unlocked post-game, called the Purple Coin Missions, where you have to collect 100. Some are timed, some are not, and in general, the ones that are not timed are actually the worst, strangely enough. Because the ones that are timed, you basically have to just come up with a system to actually figure out where everything is. with the ones that aren't timed, you can actually just spend a really long time just searching for these things. Yeah, the purple coin missions are considered some of the hardest in the game, so part of me wants to just lump in, what are they called, the trial galaxies? Part of me wants to lump them all in at the very end of the playthrough. Even though we unlocked the trial galaxies a lot sooner though, so that's why I'm a little bit torn on this. Timing. Also, I don't know why I'm always so spoiler-averse with Let's Playing, even though I always slip up at some point. I think it's just because I don't like... I go in with the mentality that... And I've talked about this... I think I talked about this maybe during... Was it Phantom Hourglass? It might have been Phantom Hourglass, but... Basically, I like to go into this with go into making a video with the mentality that people watching it have actually never played it before. At least some people have never played it before, and even if you have played before, you know, acting just as a general guide. So I tend to not like to go into details about, like, upcoming gameplay elements, but I always slip up anyway because it's like... I have a lot to say about these games, to be honest. And, you know, when just kind of thinking aloud, I often just slip up and say, oh yeah, that thing that we're not going to be seeing for a really long time. 70 more. If we were playing Galaxy, or if we weren't playing Galaxy, the opposite of what I just said, we'd actually only have 20 more stars to go if we were playing Sunshine, and we would actually be good to go if we were playing... No wait, did I say that backwards? Yeah, if we were playing 64, we'd need 20 more. If we were playing Sunshine, we'd actually be potentially in perfect shape. Because in Sunshine, you only need to clear certain missions. It doesn't matter what stars you get, which is always one of the things that people really dislike about that game. And I honestly will concur that that is a problem with how that game is set up. Basically, with... Oh hey old man, you practicing on skate too? Well, why don't you play a game? Why can't you catch me? Sure we can. What was I saying? With Sunshine, you only need 49... Is it 49? No, it's not... Yeah, it is 49. Because you can skip a star. A Shine Sprite. You can skip the first Shine Sprite and just go straight to PD Piranha if you decide to. And by first, I mean first in Bianco Hills. Not bad, old man. With skating skills like that, you might have a chance. A small chance, maybe, but a chance. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. As you can tell, this is the Freeze Flame Galaxy because there are elements of fire in the background, but there's also elements of ice in this part of the level. And, since I already talked about the purple coins, I guess I can freely go on and say that the purple coin mission in Freeze Flame Galaxy is set during the ice part of it. It's awful, because if you miss one coin, I have done this from experience, you can spend a really long time trying to find it. Because it's a really big open level. It's also very vertical, at least the ice part of it, which is where you end up getting the coins. Which creates the giant dilemma of if you die, you are in really bad shape. Because it's basically, this is like, to me, because I've also mentioned the fact that this game is generally divided up into really small planets that generally, it doesn't have the 64 vibe in that regard. But this is one of those levels that feels more like a 64 level, and it's kind of bad for 100 coins as a result. Anyway, we are actually at time, so I think we're going to end off here for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Super Mario Galaxy.